In this video, we'll discover the process of integrating new cuboids into our Velocity workbook. The purpose behind this could stem from the need to introduce supplementary functionality to the onboard application. Let's consider the scenario where we need to incorporate drop-down lists for certain columns in our transaction data, such as currency and regions. This serves as a means of control to ensure that users input only valid values. These drop-down lists will be stored within a Boardwalk cuboid. The thought process behind this approach is to enable independent maintenance of these lists. To begin the process, we'll start by clicking on the application sheet of the Boardwalk Velocity Design Framework and then selecting Add Sheet. This action will add a blank cuboid sheet within the Velocity template, accompanied by instructions for the next steps. You can either commit these instructions to memory or capture a screenshot for reference. Click on OK. With repeated practice, you'll naturally become accustomed to the process. Given the relatively small size of the lists, you can either directly input them into the Velocity workbook, or you may opt to create them within the transaction file and then copy-paste them from there into our Velocity template. For training objectives, we've generated the drop-down lists within our transaction file. We'll proceed by copying the data from this workbook and pasting it into our Velocity template, beginning from the word table, as directed in the pop-up instructions. Next, we'll execute server-side actions by navigating to Actions within the design framework, then selecting Link Export. This action, as we've learned, generates a cuboid on the Velocity server. A pop-up window for Link Export shows up. We will need to fill in the neighborhood information for the cuboid, i.e., where we need the cuboid to reside, from the lists presented at each level. We will skip Neighborhood 3. Select the collaboration name, followed by Whiteboard. And enter the cuboid name. You may fill the cuboid description if you are inclined to do so. Click on Link Export to create the cuboid. A Link Export confirmation window pops up. Click on Yes to continue. An informational window about metadata creation for the cuboid in the template pops up. Click on OK to continue. Next, a window asking for default format being applied pops up. Click on Yes. We have successfully link exported our data. Observe the default format of the cuboid. Additionally, take note that our sheet name now corresponds to the name of the cuboid we created. This sheet has been appended to the end of the list of sheets. In user mode, all other configuration sheets will be concealed, placing our drop-down list adjacent to our transaction sheet. However, during design mode, which we are in now, we prefer to have them arranged side by side. This can be effortlessly achieved by utilizing Excel's Move Sheet functionality. Right-click on the drop-down list tab. From the menu shown, select Move or Copy. In the Move or Copy window, choose the sheet before which we wish to position our sheet. Click OK. The sheet has been moved to after the transaction sheet. Similarly, we can add any data to our application. Let's add an end-of-month report data to our application. For this training purposes, following the same steps. Add a new application sheet, copy the end-of-month report data, paste it in the new sheet. From Actions, click on Link Export. If prompted, enter your credentials. Select the correct neighborhoods from the drop-down lists. Select the collaboration name and the whiteboard. Enter the cuboid name and a description. Click on Link Export. Click on OK. Click on OK again. This time we will choose not to apply the default format as we would like to preserve the formatting. We have link exported a data cuboid successfully. The only thing remaining is to move our end of month report cuboid sheet along with our other sheets. This concludes our training on link export.